Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll be looking at the functions of institutions, right? So we know that there are two types of institutions, right? Outside of these, we have patterns of established behavior like norms and mores. Those things are considered institutions as well, but there are different types of institutions that have existed over time and serves to benefit society. So the first institution that we are going to dive into the functions is educational institutions. So for development to occur in a society, the population must be educated. Some of the functions of education are as follows: to prepare the individual for the world of work, to ensure the all round development of the individual, to prepare the individual to live in society, to provide for the basic technical development in society, to perpetuate or change cultural values, to maintain religious and moral values, to develop the latent ability of the individual, to make the individual literate, to provide for social mobility, and to reduce social inequality. So educational institutions are very important because they are there to prepare people to go into the world of work, and in preparing it educates and also act as an agent of socialization as well. And education is a very powerful tool because it can provide social mobility and reduce social inequality. So persons can move up the social classes through their education. If they get a good job, they learn a very good skill, one that is in demand. Understand that, ladies and gentlemen, or they become very successful business people. Next type of institutions is religion. Good. So the functions of religion is to provide individuals with consolation, reconciliation, and relief from anxiety and guilt, to reinforce the belief in the supernatural being, to reinforce social control through laws which may be compatible with society's norms, to teach a reverence for life, to promote social change, to encourage social justice, and to provide identity for individuals. So religion is very important, especially for the psychosocial development of people, right? When people go to their religious institutions, there's some sense of belonging. Whenever they have problems, they can pray to their God or deity, and they will feel some sort of relief, even if the problem is not immediately solved. Economic institutions now, these are also very important, right? Because they produce and manage resources and money that is used as a medium of exchange, right? So they focus on primary, secondary, and tertiary industries. Primary industries produce raw materials such as ore and food. Secondary industries turn these raw materials into manufactured goods, such as furniture or packaged food. Tertiary industries are concerned with the movement of goods or with providing a service to people or to other industries. Examples of tertiary industries are tourism, transport, finance, and insurance. So primary deals with extraction, secondary deals with the processing of these raw material into goods. Tertiary now is all about service industries. For example, bauxite mining is a primary industry because they extract the bauxite out of the soil, right? Turning that bauxite into alumina, which then turns into aluminum that makes iron products, right? That is a secondary industry. When the industry that turns the aluminum into iron products, right, their money is banked in a bank or a credit union. That's an example of a tertiary industry providing a service that is banking. Good. Since money is involved in almost all exchanges of wages and salaries for work, rents, investments, and distribution of profits, the institutions involved in finance, including banks, credit unions, building societies, right? All of these play a very important role in society. Then we have recreational institutions, right? Many persons don't believe that these are equally important as education, religious institutions, and economic institutions because there must be a balance in life, right? All work and no play makes Jack and Jill very dull children. Recreational institutions provide facilities for people to use in their leisure time for rest, pleasure, and amusement, and in order to stay fit and healthy. right? Because we don't want to become overweight, we're not caring for our physical fitness and wellness, and then we develop all kinds of lifestyle diseases. These institutions help people maintain physical and mental well-being, and in this way, they contribute to the development of a country's human resources. Recreational institutions include sports clubs, theaters, music venues, and tourist resorts, right? So the importance of recreational institutions is that they maintain physical and mental well-being, and this now helps to contribute to the development of the country's human resources. And the human resource is the most important resource in any country. Human resources are the skills, talents, and abilities of people. Are we following so far? Right? Then the final type of institution now are political institutions. So the main organization of political institutions of a country is the government. Good. So the government is responsible for ensuring that the society is able to grow and prosper and to be safe and secure. Those are some of the main responsibilities of a government. There are many competing and sometimes conflicting interests within a country, and a government has to see that everyone's interests are taken into account and regulated. So the government is responsible for ensuring that everyone's interest is taken into account and is regulated. So the main responsibility of a government is to direct and control the affairs of a people. You understand? So the government does this through creating laws and establish sanctions if those laws are broken, producing policies, and a policy is a plan of action that the government hopes to achieve, like building schools, fixing roads, putting in proper infrastructure, etc. Defending the nation state, so people can't just run in on the country like that. There's some sort of defense that is in place. Maintaining relations with other countries, because we have to do this for trade, diplomatic reasons, and also if we're a third world country like Jamaica, or a developing country, which is a more humane and better name, right? We get international aid from our friends overseas, right? And there are also a lot of diplomatic channels as well. Government exists at national and local levels in most Commonwealth Caribbean countries. Local government can foster local democracy and ensure that local issues are addressed. So local government is more used to the people, and people can go and see their councillors. Those are examples of local government. Then now we have national government, like our members of parliament and our ministers who also sit in the cabinet. This is a broad topic for the 2022 June Social Studies paper. I hope I would have helped you to develop a clearer understanding of the functions of institutions. If there are any questions, comments, concerns, you can post them in the comment section. Thank you.